You don't know how you met me, you don't know why you can't turn around and say goodbye. All you know is when I'm with you, I make you free and swim through your veins like a fish in the sea. I'm singing, follow me, everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. And if you want to leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. I'm not worried about the ring you wear, 'cause as long as no one knows, then nobody can care. You're feeling guilty and I'm well aware, but you don't look ashamed, and baby, I'm not scared. I'm singing, follow me, everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. And if you want to leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. You're better off if you don't ask why. I'm not the reason that you go astray, and we'll be alright if you don't ask me to stay. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. And if you want to leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. Don't know how you met me, you don't know why you can't turn around and say goodbye. All you know is when I'm with you, I make you free and swim through your veins like a fish in the sea. I'm singing, follow me, everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. And if you want to leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. I'm singing, follow me, everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night.
Yes, sir. We just waiting on everybody to get in here. Just waiting on everybody to pull up. Can't start the show yet. Need some more people in here, you dig? I don't think people's telephones and telegrams will work.
Want to leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me.
Still waiting on it to fill up in here, man, so we can get the show started.
Be gangster. Really wanna be the type that don't put up with no one. Man, I'd rather be gangster. Just seems like gangsterness is so much fun.
The Marco.
You ain't picking up. And
Yes, sir. We
Seems
here.
like gangsta, this is so much fun. Man, I'm hungry, can't wait for lunch. Already told him twice what I want. I said no onions or no cheese at all. And I got my order and of course it's wrong. I wanna be the nice guy, but the nice guy always gonna get stepped on. This time I'm not smiling. I really wanna be gangsta. Really wanna be the type that don't put up with no one. Man, I'd rather be gangsta. Just seems like gangsta-ness is so much fun.
What's good, man? What's good, man? Everybody that's here. Man, let me get a head count, man. Let me see who here, man. Let me see who here, man. Let me get an emoji or something in the chat, man. Let me see who here. Let me see who here, man. I like knowing who fucks with me and who don't. I kind of like knowing, man. I kind of like knowing, man. Because last time I checked, man, I go, hey, look, man. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every day. Telephone, telegram, tell a friend, get the word out. We here, right? Yeah, man. Let me get some emojis or something, man, in the chat, man. If you here with us, man. If you here with us, man. Smash, man. My man Smash Crash, man. A lot of y'all be missing out on the fire ass intro song, man. That shit crazy, man. It's disconcerting, man, and also disheartening, man. That's the wrong emoji to put, Smash, man, because my luck, man, that shit'll start spinning on me, man. That's the wrong emoji to put, man. My luck, this bitch will start spinning, man. Well, I think you guys can get what the vibe is, you hear me? Trill Phantom, what's good with you, G? What's good with you? Think you guys could get what the vibes is? Think y'all can get what the vibes is? I was trying to say this yesterday, but you know, due to technical difficulties, the message couldn't get out to the greater mankind, so we can get it out today. I was trying to say yesterday that my dog Brandon told me to start letting people know, because letting people know that the songs in the beginning have to do with the topic of the day. Bruh, it gotta fit. It gotta fit. That's what I'm explaining to you now. Every time I play a song in the intro, it has to do with what's being discussed. That's why I haven't played it yet. I got it, but I haven't played it yet. It has to do with what's being discussed. A lot of people don't catch it, and that's why Brandon told me I should start mentioning it and explaining how it has to deal with that. And I got some fucking haters. I got some haters. I wish I could figure out who the fuck it is that just show up for 2 seconds and then dip out. I got some fucking haters. Cause that's some sour shit to do, really. And somebody ain't gonna understand why I'm saying that's some sour shit to do. Ang Holloway. Who is more beautiful, Pam Grier or Bernadette? She's the daughter on Good Times. I choose Bernadette. I don't know, man. I ain't even into all that, G. Yo, Keisha, I appreciate that, man. To subscribe to the channel, man, I appreciate that. Yeah, man. With what I was saying, I got some fucking haters, man. I got some haters, man. Because if you show up and dip the fuck out, I've said it before, that will tank someone's reach more than anything, right? someone shows up and then they dip out the stream right after watching for 2 seconds. That tells YouTube not to show this video to anyone else. That's what that does whenever people do that. And I put it out so I know that people know that's the case, right? So it's like you fucking with me intentionally, right? Like, that's some wild shit to do, bro. That's really some wild shit to do. That's really some hating ass shit to do. Yeah, that's some hating ass shit to do. But the music that's played in the beginning of the stream always has to do with whatever the topic is gonna be. So if I'm playing, you know, Bobby Blue Bland, Bobby Blue Bland, Ain't No Love in the City, we're probably talking about the city being rough, or, you know, some street shit in the city. If I'm playing Across 110th Street by Bobby Womack, we're probably talking about street shit or gangsterisms or things of that nature, right? Anything that I talk about is gonna directly correlate with the What's Good With You, Dre, is gonna directly correlate with the songs that are being played in the beginning. So today it was Follow Me, right? Follow me and everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. And if you wanna leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. Right? Like that little song. That was the you know, one of the beginning ones. And then PJ Gangster. Right? I really wanna be a gangster. I really wanna be the type that don't put up with no one. Man, I'd rather be gangster. Just seems like gangster living. So much fun. Right? I played those two because they have greatly to do with the topic of today. So the first part of this is Kanye Crazy, right? That kind of goes with the Follow Me song I was playing. I'm gonna start explaining how these songs have to do with the topics from now on. Kanye, right? Follow me and everything is all right. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. That's Ye. Ye pretty much saying, you know, y'all follow me, get on board with my plans, you know, and everything will be cool, right? Part of that also has to do with the second song, right? The second song is more so for the second part of the topic, but there's some overlap there, right? Everyone wants to be a gangster until it's time to do some gangster shit. Everybody wants to be a gangster until it's time to do gangster shit. That's the truth of the matter. What do I mean by that? Well, you want to be a leader till you realize that people won't just automatically follow you. Right? You want to be a leader up until that point. Like, God damn, people won't just auto follow. That's not how this works. Fuck. Right? You want to be a leader till you understand that shit comes with pain and sacrifice, right? And betrayal and backstabbing. Generally speaking, trying to do what you think is the right thing will inevitably net you a large amount of backlash. Trying to do what you think is the right thing is gonna fuck you up and get you something and cause you to incur some degree of backlash. And I think Ye has found that shit out the hard way. Right? There's backlash. Like he even said it, you know, Lucas played it. He even said it where he was like, how did he put it? So I say, George Bush hates black people, right? All right, cool. Then I turn around and I say, I don't think that George Floyd's death was murder. And fuck you, right? You can't please nobody, right? That's pretty much what Ye said. But when you go on the extreme end of either of a spectrum, someone's always going to be discontent, right? Now, it's chess involved in this shit, so, you know, you got to pick your move. Who are you going to make discontent? When are you going to make them discontent? And how are you going to make them discontent? All that shit is relevant. All that shit is highly relevant. There's a lot of things that I don't understand. One thing I do understand very well, is going to war. Right? And I don't mean that on some army shit. I don't mean that on some marine or whatever the fuck, right? I mean, I understand war, bro. Like, I spent the duration of my life in the hood. I understand war. I know what that shit really look like. You get what I'm saying? At every phase of that shit, I understand what that shit look like. And I was off the poach. You dig? I wasn't no yard boy. You dig? So I understand to an extreme degree what that shit really look like and what come with that. I'm saying all that to say is I don't think tactics was thought through, or any of that shit that was thought through. That being said, right, to do gangster shit, you gotta take gangster prizes. Gangster prizes always come with that. And Ye taking some gangster prizes and gangster consequences right now. You see what I'm saying? Now the other side of that is you'll get a lot of people, right, whenever I say, I really want to be a gangster. Seem like gangster living so much fun, right? Motherfuckers want to reap the benefits or be able to play that role, throw on the fucking cut, and not be a part of an MC but look cool, right? Maybe bully the motherfucker, scare the shit out of some grandma or some shit, right? Motherfuckers want to be able to do that type of shit. But you don't want to go through that indoctrination process to get down with Route 81, sorry, right? You don't want to go out there and jump in them trenches and do what the fuck it take to become a part of Route 81. You just want to throw on the cut and look cool. Well, that'll get you fucked up. Right? That'll get you fucked up. You look at Diddy. You look at these other people that we call black leaders, right? Or we look to in the community and say, oh, that's a leader in the black community. Where the fuck were they at doing this whole Kanye shit? Where were they at doing this? They were either on the sidelines or very vocal talking down on him. One of the two. Either vocal talking down on him or on the fucking sidelines, man. In either scenario, it's not cool, G. It's not cool at all. You on the sidelines talking down on the motherfucker? Now, I can't respect that, G. I can't respect that at all, you heard me? No respect, though. Yeah, man, you on the sidelines talking down on him, man? Nah, bro. Right? Because the same people that say, oh, he shouldn't have said this, he shouldn't have said that, right? They haven't done anything. What have you done on behalf of the people that you're telling that Kanye is bad? What have you done on behalf of the people that you're saying, oh, he shouldn't have said that? $2 million to George Floyd's daughter's college. Shit paid for out of Ye's pocket, right? Now, I understand how this shit works. I get that really was a drop in the bucket to Kanye. And niceties at best, right? That's really what the fuck that shit boils down to. That's a drop in the bucket. That being said, what have you done? Nah, tell me about it, Smash. I ain't here. I ain't hear about it at all. Farrakhan say some good shit from time to time, man. I say from time to time, man, because all of the pseudo storm and wrath shit, like, bro, we could do without all of that. The gangsterisms that he perpetuates, we could do without all of that. But he does say some good shit from time to time, man. That being said, man, matter of fact, here, so I can interact with the chat, because it doesn't look like anyone's joining the panel just yet. Let's go to the chat for right now. Panel is open. The panel is open. So, with Ye, right, a lot of the people that condemn him for what he said, what came out of his mouth, a lot of those individuals, they don't do anything for the black community. Diddy don't do shit. Nori don't do shit. Right? A lot of the people, oh, he shouldn't have said that. They don't do shit for the black community. Kanye has been doing shit for the black community. Do I think he was misled by someone that didn't mean him any good or the black community any good? Absolutely. I don't think that Candace Owens belongs within 100-mile radius of any black person. Personal opinion, maybe a hot take. I don't think she belongs within 100-mile radius of anyone with any degree of melanin in their skin, with any high degree of melanin in their skin. It's my honest opinion. My honest opinion. You hear me? You say you thought Ye was crazy? Ye may very well be crazy, but him being crazy or not isn't the actual point of this. Right? Maybe he is crazy. I don't know. What I do know is, based off of actions, Ye gives a fuck about the black community. What I do know is, based off of his family's lineage, Ye should give a fuck about the black community. You see what I'm saying? That's what I personally believe. That's what I personally believe. Now you think he's focused really in the space just tent, caring about the fallout, which 140 million will do. Yeah, I mean 140 million is big, bro. Like I get all of that, right? What I'm saying though is Ye changed his name because he read John 10:34. Yeah, it's crazy. Even with all of that, right? Like all of the antics aside, actions say he cares about the black community. If you guys go look up Kanye right now, you can tell me what all he's done for the city of Chicago, specifically black people in the city of Chicago. Black people in the city of Chicago. Y'all can go look that up right now and tell me what all Kanye has done for them. He's done a lot. He's done a lot of fucking work. He's done a lot of work, right? So, regardless of who he offended and who he spoke down on, who he might have seemed racist to, any of that shit, the point still remains and will remain that Kanye has done a lot for the black community. And for people who have done precious little for said community to come out and open their fucking mouths against them, right? When they ostensibly are pro-black or for the black community or for the betterment of black people, all of that good shit, right? On paper, they're all of that, right? For people who aren't about any of that and whose actions have shown that they aren't about any of that, you should keep your fucking mouth shut, right? And if you saying I'm doing this because I'm a friend of Ye, why you making them look bad in the media? Why you shucking and jiving for these people that want to condemn him, right? Now, some people are going to take me saying all of this shit as, oh, he agrees with Ye. I don't agree with everything that Kanye said, but I can appreciate the totality of a person and not just the moment. People hyper-focus on the fucking moment, right? And a moment can be big or small, right? That's both in size and impact, right? So you can have a 5-year stretch where you do some, shit that's like, wow, right? But if I know that the past 30 years you've been a fucking rock star before that, like, what the fuck are we doing here? What the fuck are we doing here? You feel me? That's what you gotta ask yourself. What are we doing here? So I'm not saying even that he was a rock star. What I am saying, oh, I saw this. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that shit smash. Yeah. What I am saying is that Kanye didn't deserve that treatment from those individuals. Right? Now, on the other hand, if it was a Farrakhan that jumped out there and condemned him, I could see that. If it was a Mos Def that jumped out there I could see that. I'm not saying that him speaking out changes anything. I'm not saying that there's a great benefit in him saying what all he said. Right? What's good with you, Tyrion? Yeah, I'm not saying there's a great benefit in anything. The panel's open, everyone. I see motherfuckers is dropping off, bro. Yeah, y'all really pissing me off today. I ain't gonna cap, bro. Y'all pissing me off today, bro. Fucking the numbers up. Fucking the numbers up. It's supposed to be at least 12 people in this motherfucker at this point. It's crazy that I'm saying this because I could get more than 12 people into the Discord at the same time. I can't get more than 12 people on the stream. Some wild shit, G. Some wild shit. Yeah, man. That's like the big shit, right? Is that it's not about him speaking out. It's not like that was going to accomplish anything. I said it before. I think that the greatest thing that the Black Panthers fucked up was that they spoke out about information. They spoke out about actions instead of just speaking out about information. I'd say that where we're fucking up right now, right, and where that could have been a positive with Kanye is motherfuckers could have kept their mouth shut about all of the censor Ye, down with Ye, right, and then they could have said, on this point, he said some good shit, right, and completely ignored the other shit and never acknowledged when someone brought up the other shit and completely minimized the other shit whenever people brought it up and just highlighted all of the shit that he was valid on. Because other communities do that. When someone from another community has something detrimental to say about us, people will highlight all of the shit that's factually based and completely ignore all of the insensitivity that was in it, completely ignore all of the shit that was lies and bullshit, all of the shit that was blatant racism, right? You think the silence by then is a final decision instead of a personal decision about Ye. I don't think I understand what you mean. The silence by then? Oh, you in the back? Hold on, Tyrion. Let me pull you up. You can hear me? Oh, now you can hear me. Sorry.
I can see you.
Yeah, I ain't had the shit on. Now I have it on. Everything works this time too. Like cameras, everything. Everything works.
Okay, good. I got my baby right here too, so if you hear noise, just ignore it.
Oh, no, that's cool. I definitely understand, man.
Yeah. But the reason I had asked, like, why does it, to me, it's like, why now? Like, Kanye understands that a lot of people are where they are going to be. I don't feel like there's any new waking up, any revelation. People in this generation don't care.
I disagree.
You think you disagree?
Yeah, I disagree. Right now, we're seeing more black millionaires than ever before. We're seeing a lot of young people become successful entrepreneurs. Young black people become successful entrepreneurs more than ever before at any other point in black history in America. I mean, we're seeing a lot of shit happen right now.
But at that same point, we're losing our families. We're losing our sons.
How? How are we losing all of this?
How? Because we're so focused on money that we're not realizing that a rich man can't make it to the kingdom. We're losing our wives, bro. We're not even focusing on how to keep a relationship going for our children's upbringing.
I 100% and vehemently disagree.
So you think more couples are together? Come on, how to stop playing? No,
I never said that more couples are together.
We're chasing money versus chasing our family.
Look, Right now, what I'd say is it's even across the board, right? So it's not something specific towards black people that you're talking about right now. But the
Yes, I
remarks
am.
that Kanye made, by and large, were specific towards black people.
Yes, I am.
And
Because
on behalf
Kanye's-
of black people in some regards.
Kanye is the same man that married a white whore. What type of image did they give our black men?
I
That
never
is
said
okay
that
to-
everything that he did was right, but because everything isn't right, nothing is right, that doesn't make sense.
But because you planted your roots in dirtiness, your tree can't sprout good fruit from a bad tree. So that's why, like.
But
it's
this is kind of a version of the pot calling the kettle black right now.
how,
From your foxhole to his.
which is what? Because I pray to God you're not gonna mention my children. My children gonna grow up to be people, right? So why we talking
And
on
his
people?
children will grow up to be people.
I said he married a whore. Now, I didn't marry a whore. I didn't marry no lazy man, the man that don't like to work. I didn't marry no man that don't believe in God, okay? But at the same time, if she was a good white woman that led him to God, cool. But she didn't. She was a whore that believed in not in his God.
So do you not believe that there can be irreconcilable differences that stem past whatever it is that you're talking about right now? Because that's most likely what led to...
Everybody makes mistakes, but we damn sure can't compare Kanye's mistakes to my mistakes.
Yes, we can, Tierney.
No, we can't. No, the fuck you
I
can't.
prefer not. I prefer for you not to make me do it, but we definitely
I prefer
can.
for you to, first off, me marrying a Hispanic man for 3 years is not equivalent to me worshiping the fucking devil.
It's not
Are
about you
serious?
marrying a Hispanic man.
Okay, so my marriage and my children ain't got nothing to do
Yes,
with
they have a
Kanye.
lot to do with it because you're making accusations.
What accusation did I make about him marrying a
Yeah.
white whore?
You see that right there, white whore.
Okay, because if you want to be technical, I believe that Hispanics are like black people. Hispanics are our brothers.
No, they
That's
aren't.
exactly what I know and what I believe. They
No,
are our
Hispanics
brothers.
are the same as white people.
No, they're not.
Exact
There's
same
nothing
shit.
on the Hispanic culture that's similar to the Caucasians. What are you talking about?
Exact same, Tierney. Hispanics are
Okay.
white people in America.
Okay, whatever. No, they're not. They're Native Americans. What are you talking about? Whenever the freaking government talks about blacks, they put Hispanics in the same sentence.
Anytime you encounter a Hispanic, right? If they're in the good part of the world, right? They're not in the hood. They have indoctrinated and become
We're from
a
Latin
part
America.
of that, but become a part of that stuff that you would look at and call something different.
They're from Latin America. I don't know. You guys don't know anything. Anyways.
I know a lot, Tierney. I know a lot.
Okay, well,
know a
like I
lot,
stated,
Tierney.
what I don't respect is don't ever talk about my children that's going to grow up to be people. Because
I
what
never
you're gonna
them
do,
anything
hold
about
on,
your
you're
children
gonna judge them
not
for
growing
being
up to be
mixed?
people.
Are you going to judge my children for being mixed?
No,
That's
Tierney.
what
What
racist
I'm
people
judging, what I'm judging right now, Tierney, is you throwing stones in a glass house. And look,
I don't have no
look,
glass house.
look,
You
look,
don't even-
look. Pay me some
No.
respect too. Look, pay me some respect, and for the fact that I don't do like other people, because you've been on other panels and you know how they act. I'm not
I
them.
don't respect talking about my children.
What have I said about your children?
Because you said that you can compare Kanye's white whore to me having babies by a Hispanic man.
Yes, I can.
Okay,
What did I
well,
say about your children?
Okay, like I stated, that's the only conclusion that you were coming to was my children. Anyways, back to Kanye. Okay,
You're the one you're the one that took it to Kim K. You took it to Kim K.
Are you
That wasn't
defending
me.
Kim Kardashian?
Yeah, you
Now
took
what-
it to Kim K. That wasn't me that brought that up. But what I'm telling you is that's something you don't draw comparisons to. If you're in a
West
similar
left a black
situation.
woman- Kanye West left a black woman to marry Kim Kardashian. What do you mean? And then she's on the internet with her vagina out. My ex-husband wasn't no porn star. What are you talking about? He left a good black woman for a white whore. Come
All
on,
right.
let's
What was
let's be
the reasons that he left his wife to begin with, right? The black woman. What was the reason that
Did
he
you
left
ever
the
see her
black
in the
woman he
media?
was with?
I don't know, because you never seen her in the
Exactly,
media.
you don't know.
That's a
So
good
you
thing.
don't know what irreconcilable differences they may have had that led to them parting, right? And you don't know what it is that he saw in Kim K that made him say, yes, this is the one. You don't know.
Sorry, but like I stated before,
You also don't know what irreconcilable differences they had that led to him and Kim being separated. You have no idea. So that's not something we should talk about. And that's why it's a fair comparison to where you're at. Because I don't know what led to you and your husband getting a divorce. I don't know the quality of man that he was. How would you like it if I just threw stones at him and called him all kinds of white devils and everything else that I don't know anything about? I don't know this man to be able to say any of this shit. That would be wrong of me to come out my mouth and talk about your ex-husband. That would be wrong of me to come out my mouth and talk about the father of your kids. I wouldn't do that. That doesn't make good sense.
what doesn't make any sense is how the devil show you he's the devil and you say don't throw stones.
How did he show you he was the devil? Dre, what's good with you, G?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
My bad. How everybody doing?
Oh, man, pretty good, man.
When Tierney just finishing up? My bad.
Yeah, she's still there. I'm waiting on her to come back. I think she's doing something with a baby right now. But it's, like I was just saying, you know,
I can't fucking believe you. Sit there crying. So sorry, y'all. My baby just crying because you don't have a freaking pacifier. See how y'all men do us? And a freaking baby.
What does a man have to do with that? That ain't my work. I ain't have shit to do with that.
You see that's that bullshit.
Yeah, that ain't my work. I ain't got shit to do with that.
You know what's happening? That's a perfect example. You get high for 2 seconds, and then you just throw a glass at whatever window you can just find. That's what you do. You throw a rock at whatever window, and we just happen to be the window sometimes. You know what I mean by window? I mean the reflection of your mirror reflection. Bro. They don't care who they hit as long as they look like us. Dang.
Bro, it's crazy though, because like I was saying, right? Like, I could make all types of speculations and things of that nature about her situation. I could do the same thing for Dre. You guys could in turn do the same thing for my situation, because I've had a divorce before, right? But you don't know. It would be unfair to levy accusations about shit you don't actually know about.
What I said was he left. It's clear. I wasn't judging anything.
You said good black woman. First off, good black woman. What evidence do you have to support the claim that the woman he left was in fact a good black woman? What do you know of this lady to say she's a good black woman?
Anyways,
not anyways. That's highly pertinent.
Emotional.
Because she brought the table?
No, because I said something about a white woman being a whore.
It's not about the white woman being a whore. It's about the implications for Kanye that you're making.
You said she different from the black woman. He trying to substantiate how the black woman better than her.
Yeah, exactly, right? So if you're gonna say good black woman, just good black woman, if you're gonna say that, then explain to me how the woman. Explain to me how the black woman Kanye was with was in fact a good black woman. If you're gonna say Kim K is the devil, is a devil whore, explain to me how that is.
Let me tell y'all something. As a black woman, y'all make it hard, because look how you're telling me to explain tell me how she's a good black woman, but you so quick to defend the Caucasian. Are y'all serious?
It's not about defending. It's not this one. This one actually isn't about race.
Yes, it is.
This one isn't. This one actually is not about race, right? Because I'm actually, if you know me, I'm a firm believer in not dating outside of your race if you're black, right? I look at that.
So
hold on, hear me out. I look at that as something egregious. If you date someone that isn't black, your type of black, my type of black, my black me, you date someone that isn't black and you're black, I look at that as a form of anti-black or a form of black hate. I look at that as you accosting the black race as a whole. I look at that as you engaging in a form of coonery or sambo.
Why are you defending
right?
her?
That's the way that I look at that. So understand. Hold on, Dre. So understand that from my perspective, your actions and Kanye's actions are no different. You're equal in my eyes. So this isn't a race thing for me. This is a quality thing for me.
Not similar, because I don't put out music saying you're such a fucking whore. I love it. Come on, first off, let's go down the list. I don't put on crowns of thorns on my head. What you talking about? I don't make cults, my nigga. I don't make videos with Marilyn Manson. What are you talking about? I don't conjure with Aleister Crowley. I don't read the book from Aleister Crowley. It's not just his white woman that is married. He has a plethora of things that he's doing that's very blasphemous. And now all of a sudden you're saying something that's irrelevant?
All of the things that you're talking about, are virtue signs. Right, so you're looking at things that really have no impact on anything, and you're saying that this means everything.
Children.
You say what?
Forget ours. We're old, okay? But our children are not. And when our children listen to this bull crap, what do you mean? He's completely detrimental to our community. Come on now.
How is he detrimental? How is he detrimental?
I just told you, if you care about your kids, then you will understand how detrimental Kanye West is.
So now you're assuming I don't care about my kids. Wow.
I'm not talking about you.
Lows.
But if you, as a mother, I have to be vigilant of what my children watch and hear.
All right, that's your job. That's your job. Let me show you this, right? Let me show you this, right? If Kanye goes the fuck away, do you not have to watch what your kids watch? Do you not have to pay attention to what they listen to? No, you still have to do that. That's the world that we're in. You still have to do that. Kanye or no Kanye.
Hold up. Can I ask a question? A question.
Yeah.
At what point in time do we start caring more about the immediate impact on these children instead of the 6 degrees of impact on these children?
Man,
what I mean is,
all that shit's irrelevant.
That's what I'm saying. Every parent, as far as I have come to understand, especially within our community, every parent paying the bills, don't no child pay no bills. There will be no you in the media and the outside world if the parent doesn't allow it, off just basic ordinance. So
oh my God, you guys are.
All that other shit is irrelevant, right? What matters is things that have a tangible effect, right? So things like, where are you spending your money? Where are you encouraging others to spend their money? What are you doing with the money you're making? These are the things that actually matter. All that virtue signal bullshit, I could give two fucks about that. That's the same thing that got motherfuckers worshiping liberals because they had a bust of George Floyd made, right? That didn't change any fucking thing in the community, and people are still getting killed. But we should applaud these motherfuckers for making a statue. Get the hell out of here.
But if it would come from a different person, that would be better. Because it's
hard.
You
don't get that. You don't get that.
It's so hard to hear stuff from a person that has planted their seeds in evil. I don't know.
Hold up. Because there's a lot of, especially, and I'm be real, Tierney, you're a woman. I expect you give another woman grace. You saying she a whore, she's even, all this, whatever. And yeah, her family may be some lineage that may be questionable. Her activities as far as a grown, autonomous adult may not be in your flavor. But to say and suggest that
whatever nigga trickery you got up your sleeve does not affect me.
Especially in choosing a mate for them kids, you can't just sit up here and just say that on nobody. So even if Kanye was crazy and you didn't agree with him, she had babies with that man.
Do not give your children to a whore, because your children are going to grow up to want to be a whore, especially your daughter. Okay, girls look up to their. Hold on. Let me teach y'all something. A daughter looks up to her mommy. So if she thinks what her mommy is doing okay, she's most likely going to be just like her mommy. So when you marry someone like Kim Kardashian, expect to get results as a Kim Kardashian. What are you talking about?
Kanye wasn't thinking about kids and shit whenever he married her, bro. It wasn't.
And even if he was, every man understands that laying down with this woman, if he has his best head on his shoulders, he understands that my kids have to call my wife or my girl mom forever. So there are certain requirements that most men put on that type of thing, which exactly will ask the how-to man's points. If I get with the woman that is of my dreams, that don't mean she's the woman to have my kids. If I end up having kids with that woman, then understanding that I'm gonna do the best for my kids, and hopefully that I select the woman who would do the best for her kids, even if she didn't care about me. The fact that you keep calling her a whore, and I don't even like this woman like that. I'm literally just saying even a devil. Have you never heard that quote? Even the devil love their kids. You can't keep acting like people don't have the right to do what's best.
And I'm a woman. I can call out another woman. That's what y'all don't do. Y'all don't call out each other for shit. Y'all
we call out each
Why are
other
you
for a
calling her
lot.
out is
As
what we
I've already
saying.
said, hold on, Drake. As I
still
said
allow
in the
y'all to
beginning
take
of
up
this
for each
tyranny,
other.
as I said in the beginning of this, there are a lot of things that Kanye said that I don't agree with. There are a lot of things that
Why she acting like we co-signing everything that
hold
nigga
on.
doing?
There are a
Damn.
lot of things that Kanye has done that I don't agree with, right? However, I can recognize that a large portion of what he's done has been to the benefit of black people. A large
It's been a net
portion
positive.
of what he's done has been to the benefit of black people. If you remember yesterday, I was discussing what's more important, intention or end state, right? And I personally believe that intent is more important than end state. That said, if he has the best of intentions, right, we can
For
work
himself.
towards achieving the correct end state. We can work towards achieving the correct end state because he has the best of intentions. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. So when it comes to Kanye West, you can't change my mind. He's a bitch. But this whole thing with Kyrie Irving, now this is the part, right?
What did Kanye do to you?
I just don't like he's not positive to me.
I think
But when it comes to Kyrie,
I think he put tyranny in the song.
I used to love Kanye. He's a Gemini too, you know what I'm saying? So I know Kanye. But listen, when it comes to Kyrie, this is the part. The ish people are really scared because we're waking up. The Kyrie Irving didn't even do anything wrong. Okay, he didn't do nothing wrong. Especially when he watched the movie and say, "Hey, people, this is a good movie. I like this movie. You guys watch it." So now he's being banned for it. And look what they're doing to him. Now maybe they're doing the same thing to Kanye, but like I said, I could care less about Kanye. But you know, the ish, they're scared, y'all. They are scared that we're like, forget this matrix. You guys can keep the money, take the money. I don't care. And it's going to be an all-out war in the end. They know it. Like,
So,
you guys,
Tina, can I ask a question?
yeah.
If the ancestors came back from like Wakanda style from 100, 200 years in the future and came back and said and dropped down to us right now and they said, hey, look, these listed people are going to be a net positive into our war and we will win this war. If they literally just said just that and they gave us this list and Kanye's name was on that list, would you still have this vitriol for them?
I would believe that they were the children from Satan.
Yeah, he put it in a song, boy, and it was a hot one too, apparently.
Because the Most High God is not putting anybody lukewarm to represent him. The Lord said you have to be hot or cold. Lukewarm gets spit out his mouth. The Lord's not going to put lukewarm people to defend him.
But okay, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
never mind.
Hold on, I was finna say, literally, are we not made his image, right? So that means everybody is not the same, right? So that means.
Hey, look. If we're talking about who's for what, right? What their intentions are. Do they have a good intent? Do they have a bad intent? If we're assessing actions and all of that, I don't think that we should be looking at the Bible to assess that, because the standard that has to be true, if you go off the Bible, is that everyone has to be a Christian, and everyone.
No, it doesn't. I'm not a Christian.
Hold on, listen. Let me finish. And everyone has to have a proper understanding of the Bible in order for that to be what we're gonna in order for that to be our ruler. That can't be our measuring tool of anything unless everyone is on board with that. And like it or not,
because it's not accurate for everybody.
Like it or not, everyone in the U.S. is not a Christian.
I'm not a Christian, so I don't know why y'all keep throwing out this Christian word.
So why are you even talking about the Bible?
Because you don't have to be a Christian to believe in God. And the only thing to get the closest thing
to get to know God. But you have to be a Christian to believe in the Christian Bible, though.
I believe that the closest way to get to know God is through the Holy Bible. Yes.
That means you're a Christian.
That does not know. Christianity is a whole nother belief.
Do Christians not study the Bible?
Did you just say Christianity is a whole nother belief?
Yes, I did. Did you guys know that every religion believes in Jesus? Did y'all know that? Even Luciferian believes in Jesus. What y'all talking about? Okay, every religion believes in Jesus.
Hold up. Not this before we go deep off into the, because we about to go into the pulpit talk now. Let's make a left real quick, because this was just about actions and is the man crazy or not. We can't then have a justification if he's legitimately crazy if we're all using theoretical text. No matter what, none of us were there.
Never said he was crazy.
I'm just saying none of us were there when any of these religious texts were written or indoctrinated. So
I haven't
we
said
can't use
anything.
we
I haven't
can't
said
use
nothing
that as
about
the
John,
basis.
Jacob. I didn't say anything about Abraham. I didn't say anything about Elizabeth, Ruth. I didn't say anything about any of them.
Cool. Let's leave out all Bible talk is what I'm saying. I think that's what happens.
So what is
leave it all the way
black
out.
man's foundation?
The black man, any man's foundation is his work.
I don't care about no man. I care about the black man. And what is the black man's foundation?
The work he does for himself and his family.
So the black man's foundation is himself.
And his family, yes.
So you guys are leading us to nowhere because you have no hard foundation.
If the family doesn't want to believe in what the man says, yes.
That's no foundation, sir. You are only as much as your big head. That's it.
So hold up. So what's the alternative? Is the black community or the black woman the head? Is that what you're saying?
I said you need a foundation. And the black man cannot be
that's what I'm
the
asking.
foundation
Is that the foundation?
Let me ask you something, Tyranny. Are you yourself not a sinner?
Hell yeah, I'm a sinner.
Why are you judging other sinners then?
Hey, nobody likes a smart mouth sinner.
You talked about his wife, the mother of his children.
That's not judging him.
You talked about his career and his impact on other people. You talked about his name in the world.
I've called out Island Girl Q before. I don't give a fuck. If you a female that I ain't feeling, I'm gonna call you out. That's just who and what I am.
But does that make it truth or valid?
Yes, it makes it true if it's true. Oh boy, y'all keep. Listen, okay, is Black China?
Are you always right?
Is she a hoe?
Who?
Black China. What about
Blac
Cardi
Chyna? The
B?
one that
Is
Tiger's
she a
man?
hoe? Is Megan Thee Stallion a hoe? Yes.
Yeah, a lot of the ones that they pop up.
Oh yeah, y'all
they
see how
celebrate
you say
whole
yes,
culture.
the black woman is a hoe, but when I say Kim Kardashian is a hoe, y'all taking up for her.
Because technically you're false on both parts. Just because Megan Thee Stallion and them may or may not be hoes, I mean the whole multitude of black women are hoes.
No shit, Sherlock. Anyways, what I'm saying
You
is,
just said black woman, Sherlock. What's wrong with you?
I'm gonna call a bird when I see a bird, and I seen a bird when Kanye West married the bird.
Apparently, if it's up in the sky, it's a bird.
It's not even about this white bitch.
My argument is something different, right, Tyranny? My argument is completely different from the one that Dre's making, right? My issue.
No, you were making the same one. I'm just trying to get her to understand something.
My issue and my point of contention with everything is that you're in a glass house from my perspective, right? From my perspective. Are you? No. Listen to me. From my perspective. So, because I'm not going to apply my own personal ruler to your life and say that, you know, in this live serve,
Kim Kardashian is a hoe.
Hold on, listen to what I'm saying.
Okay, what you talking about?
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying.
You can't call shit on my house because I'm the one put the glass on my house, nigga. I got beautiful mixed children. What are you talking about?
What's going on?
But at least I'm still married to the Mexican. What you mean?
Yo, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Hear me. You on mute right now. Just listen. Listen for a second.
I done subscribed to your shit today. I'm a full-time subscriber, and I don't want to hear you come on here talking about a motherfucking thing about my kids. No, I can see if I'm still married.
Listen to what I'm saying. You're on mute. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying so you can understand, because I don't think you understand what I'm saying right now.
Say you already said it.
All right, so listen to what I'm saying. What I'm telling you is, right, from my perspective, right? Oh, you guys are pretty much in the same boat from my perspective, right?
Well,
by my shit, right? Now, what I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna come on this live serve and apply my own subjective measuring stick to your life.
You already did that, so why you keep talking about it? You're really gonna piss me off.
Yo, every time I'm talking, bro, you don't need to interrupt.
Because what you said,
bro.
Listen, all right, I'm gonna get out what I'm saying. I'm gonna put you on mute. I'm gonna get out what I'm saying, then I'm gonna unmute you. And then you respond, because I need you quiet so I can get through this pretty quickly, so I don't have to harp on it. I'm not going to apply my own subjective measuring stick to your life. Likewise, I'm not going to do the same thing. All right, she left. Likewise, I'm not going to do the same thing to Kanye. Right? Like, that would be fucked up of me to do that to Kanye. At the same token, right, even with me saying all of this shit, a lot of people are gonna get it confused and are gonna think that I'm saying no, we need to apply these subjective men. No, everyone has their own personal opinion, right? What I care about are actions, right? Did Kanye break the law? No, he didn't break the law. Did Kanye hurt someone's feelings? Yes, right? And to preserve power, they shut Kanye the fuck up, right? But actions, things he's done, says that he cares about the black community. So personal life aside, I can think that you're whatever the fuck I think you are. What does that have to do with the actions that we're taking? The actions are what's important, not the other shit, man. The other shit's cool and all, right? We can focus on that separately, but the actions are what's important. And that's what I was trying to get Tyranny to see. It's not about the other shit. It's not about who's what, right? Or I think your wife is this, or I think your husband is that. It's not about any of that shit. And that's why I put forth like, look, I have my own opinion of your shit, right? And you wouldn't want me to levy my opinion onto you.
Against yours.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not going to do that, right? So because I'm not going to do that, why should it be fair for you to do the same shit to this man? It shouldn't.
Bro, I have a few hardline points. One of them about this country is like, as much as I disagree with it, it's certain stuff that they get right. I was going down YouTube and I found, I went to a YouTube rabbit hole of all the punishments that different eras used to, enact on people, right? And how much evidence and all that, whatever. Because I do believe personally, it's a high degree of proof and evidence and fact that has to be proven before you take somebody's money, their life, and their liberty, their money, their life away. I think you got to hit all of them. And if a person that infracted on all parts of them, you gonna know that, right? And even if our justice system gets it wrong at times, we got the greatest one of all those periods of punishment. The reason why I'm saying all of that is because of just what you just said, as far as you don't want people to levy just how they feel and how they think against what can actually happen to you, right? If you have a discussion of how I acted. If you have a judgment based off what I done and what I did and who it impacted and in what way that impacted them, if that makes sense. Like, you can't just have, that's why we get a jury of our peers. We got the ballot box, the bullet box, all the boxes of liberty or whatever. I just see it as, bro, we have too much time and too much information now to just be casting people's fates away with such frivolousness.
The biggest thing, and Trade Life kind of got at it, making a joke, is motherfuckers place too much emphasis on their feelings. Motherfuckers place too much emphasis on their feelings. A Klansman that hands me $1 million is my friend. I don't give a fuck how his words make me feel. You just handed me $1 million.
Yeah, where you get your mail from? Where you at? Yeah.
I don't give a fuck that it was a Klansman that just handed me $1 million. You handed me $1 million. You're my friend.
Shit. What y'all finna go meet up or something?
Well, what I'm getting at, right, Young City, because right, Lucas says this a lot, right? What I'm getting at with this is that people harp too much on their fucking feelings, right? I don't like how what this person did made me feel, right? Or how did it affect you? Did it affect you in a negative or in a positive, right? And like it or not, Kanye's existence has been, for the most part, a positive for black people. For the most part, it's been a positive. He's the product of people that were active, people that were active civil rights activists. He's the product of that. Right, like, we acknowledge that. On top of that, right, just acknowledging where he comes from, his origin, the shit that makes him, a lot of the things he spent money on has been supportive of black people. Right? Now, do I believe that he's been misguided in a lot of shit? Yeah, we can debate that. Right? My point is that the people that that's some different shit, right? That's that industry shit that you're talking about, that Young City, right? But I'm talking about shit he spent money on. And even in those situations, like, motherfucker, if you get ripped off by Kanye, it's a blessing, honestly. If I'm being real about it, it's a blessing.
You got more press.
Exactly. Like, that's a blessing. Now, you got ripped off by Kanye, great. You can have a small following now, and the rest of your music can be ass, and people will still listen because that shit happened to you that one time, right? Now that's some real shit that I'm telling you, G. I'll give you an example, right? They got motherfuckers that go argue with Destiny and are shit at debating or shit people generally, right? And they still go on to have 100,000 or more subscriber count after that engagement. Because just being seen with that guy did that much for them, right? So that's aside from the point. The other part of the matter is we mistake actions that don't affect us to be the shit that affect us, right? So you said this and it makes me feel bad. All right, but what did it do to you? Or what did it do for you? Or it didn't do anything to me or for me, but I don't like the fuck that he... Get off that shit, bro. Tell me what the fuck a motherfucker has done. And my point in all of this shit is the people that are levying all of the harshest criticisms towards Kanye haven't done anything, haven't stood up for shit. In fact, they've been the whipping boy of everyone that they say he works for. They've been the whipping boy of people that have said far more egregious things about black people, George Floyd and the like. They've been cool. Motherfuckers have been on the show with what's Buddy's name? They be doing the dumb shit on Fox News.
Tucker Carlson.
Motherfuckers then been on Tucker Carlson and shit. And these the dumb fucks that are sitting there. Man, I ain't got no goddamn soul glow, man. And these are the dumb fucks that are sitting there spouting out this self-righteous bullshit when they not really in a position to be talking that. They not in a position to be talking this hot shit. What the fuck have you done? You've done precious little. So for all of this motherfucker's faults, he's still in a far better position to be saying whatever the fuck he feel like saying, opposed to you. And that's the crazy shit to me.
The crazy. We live in this country where we know you got to get it how you live and get your money. But then once you get a whole lot of money, now we're subject to how you feel I should spend my money and how I should live my life. That's crazy to me. Like, that's what I'm saying. If you can't look at the totality of my existence, because God gonna do this at the end of the day too. If you can't look at the totality of my existence and say, hey, he's been a net positive or a net negative. Like what? Like I can't argue. Like you aren't as much as unbiased as we can't be. I'm asking you to at least exercise a little bit of that skill and just judge. If you're going to judge it all, but if you can't, then just leave it alone. Because again, I got 140 M's. Nobody said I got to do anything. Every red nickel I spend to give to somebody else, I didn't have to give away. So if I do it and it's on my record and I have receipts to prove that, okay, other people's lives have been positively impacted by what I did and what I invested in, shut the fuck up. Like, nothing else need to be said. Now, even if I'm wild or crazy, does that diminish the good that I do? No. How could it?
I'm not saying that. It can. And that's not the point of this. The point, like, yeah, you can do some dumb shit and diminish the good that you do. But motherfuckers that have never done anything good shouldn't be the ones talking. You get what I'm saying? That's the whole point of it. Why we letting these motherfuckers, why do these motherfuckers feel so emboldened that you're the one that's gonna get up and say some shit and you've done nothing? Like absolutely nothing.
I see I think that's a generational, like everybody has a microphone issue, but you can't really say that because they did it back in the day. You had plenty of people speaking on what civil rights activists had to do or this athlete had to do, all while you shucking and jiving for the white man. I'm talking about this deep in the 50s and 60s. That's what I'm talking about, that lingo. You got people that were in the house when people was really outside trying to get rights for people that look like us that we just freely throw away now. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, it's happened back then too. I think you said that on a lunch stream. Like, same shit been happening. I'm saying the same conversation been happening. So, nah, I get that. I just don't think that, like, if I feed 100 kids for like the bulk of my life and you see me, go Martin Lawrence one time and maybe I do, go whack out real quick for like 30 seconds, I don't really think in totality it diminishes what you do unless it's something super egregious, like some Timothy McVeigh type stuff. But unless you do some stuff like that, like, even Will Smith smacking Chris, like being real, I was hot when he did. I'm still hot now, but in a year's time, it's gonna be big. But who gonna care? We just gonna know it, and it happened. Like the second after it happens, the moment is not as bigger. It's like you can't repeat history, so you can't get that second back. So it happened. Okay, cool. Now every moment after that, it had already happened. It hadn't happened yet, right? So I don't think any moment gets as bigger than when you do it, and when you do it, it's already done. So, all right, okay. In a year, 2 times. 3.
I wish we could get the young city up here, because he has a lot to say about this subject, and I don't think he has the slightest clue like where I'm coming from on this. I don't care about who the fuck disagrees with Kanye, and my point is that certain people just shouldn't have their fucking mouth open about certain shit. That's my point. Certain people shouldn't be talking about certain shit.
What do you say when you paying these people though?
You said what?
Man, I said, well, I was just saying, no. What do you say? You paying these people? It's like NFL sports analysts in general. It's like they got to be up there from X amount of time to close that day talking about the same stuff that we already know they lying about. So what they gonna do but run their mouth? They got to collect their check too. That's why I think some of this is a part of the game. Everybody got to fit in where they fit in. That there's supposed to be people in the stands to watch the people that are actually performing wherever they are, that are supporting the people that are on the sidelines that help fund the thing.
Young City thinks that my disagreement is with leftists or liberals or whatever, right? It's not politicians that I have a disagreement with. Them motherfuckers gonna do what the fuck they supposed to do, right? My disagreement is with all of the fucking cooning about the shit, right?
The pundits.
Well, no, just all of the cooning, right? Not even the pundits. The coonery that ensues, right? So you got Nori jumping up there saying some shit. You've never done anything for black people, my man. Like, realistically speaking, you've never done anything of value or substantial value for black people. You see what I'm saying? What gives you the right? What gives you the right to do all of this stuff that you're talking about, or to say all this stuff that you're talking about, oh, I couldn't believe he said this and that. And when the fuck did you become politically astute? When the fuck did you become socially aware? Last I checked, you weren't any of those things, my man. Run your damn podcast and shut the fuck up about things that you really don't give a fuck about.
Man.
Right? Same thing for a lot of the others, right? Like, you get up here and speak bad about him, but you've done nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing.
I think it gets to a point where that, because have you noticed that, like, even, through the stories of society, those who really try to help societal ills or whatever and try to help the whole community, the nation move forward, they're often they're not as flashy, they don't buy as much, they're really humble people, right? But in this world, or in this actual country of like hyper consumerism, like, we have to put, so the people that we have to have like that help the community move forward or whatever, now we just drown them with the same consumerism. So now you get the coonery up here. Now you get the person who can and has given something substantial to the community, but you also get paid by the very people who want you to curtail your message in a way. That's what I find like most, because then it's like my goodwill, it's up for service, which is not goodwill then. To me, that's what when you say.
I think the main shit here is just that some motherfuckers shouldn't be the ones talking.
Bang. Got it.
Fuck.
Dang, yeah. He walked you. You walked first, dude. He got you, though. Oh, he stood over you. You gotta go get him
that motherfucker teabag. I'm about to go kill the fuck out that boy. He clearly has to stand fucked up.
You gotta go get him, gang. But no, I hear what you're saying as far as like that's what I'm saying. I really didn't actually articulate my point. My real point was like, I don't think Ye is in a way like doing anything wrong, but exposing literally by having other people commentate on it. It's like the Andrew Tate phenomenon, right? When you have other people speak on your whatever, you drum up more virality, but you also keep the conversation and the blowback necessarily away from you. Because if you think about it, he and Kyrie are both still physically free to operate and do what they do. They both can still physically touch their money in a way, but they really showcased by the conversation that they've started where other people stand at, which I think is the leverage play in this generation. If you can amass enough of a conversation about what you're talking about, then they don't necessarily come at you specifically, right? So even in the Kanye stuff with the Kyrie stuff, we're talking about what they watched and what they think and what they said, not necessarily about them in general. And I mirror that with
Kanye though. He just should keep his fucking. I mean, not Kanye. With a lot of these motherfuckers, they should keep their mouth shut.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, if you don't do anything about the black community, don't feel outraged now. Don't go speaking because you got, you know, a certain group of people in your fucking ear saying that you need to do this and do that.
Well, if you did that, we had to cut the TV off. Half these people won't talk no way, which I guess is your ultimate point.
Yeah.
Because to a degree, I get why some people, like we pay Skip Bayless to be wrong, you know? And sometimes we pay you to just talk that hot stuff that we don't care about, but we know somebody got to say it. Right?
Bro, this shit is crazy.
That's the way it is. I understand media. Something you need to... That's why I don't believe half these people on these YouTube panels, because you are incentivized to be a contrarian and just have a different opinion and stand staunch on it and just buckle down on your disagreements and be non-malleable
it's to the point now, right? That you can agree or like say like the right thing, and you'll have the minority. You'll be the minority in the room. You can say all of the right shit, like for the right reasons, and you'll be the minority in the room.
And the proud minority. Like, am I the only one making sense? Am I the only one knowing that 2 + 2 = 4? Why is he don't know what he talking about, but he's speaking on it? How does that make 4?
Oh shit, Young City said, "Where's tyranny?" Yeah, man, I wish you wouldn't have left, man. I just had to get my shit out, right? Like, I'm all for everybody speaking. I'm all for people disagreeing with me, but you can't just overtalk me.
Well, yeah, she probably put baby down though too. So you're like, you know, so she can really get off. Oh, bam, got it.
Damn, he got my ass.
They did.
It ain't no circle jerk though, bro. Like the point that I'm making isn't like a crazy point. I'm not saying, oh, no one can say Kanye is wrong. I'm just saying that the motherfuckers that are saying it don't actually care about black people.
Man, see, this was wild. Well, you love me when I make one crazy outlandish statement that could get me canceled in a way. This was before canceling. But then when I make another one, which is actually scientifically and anthropologically true, now I'm wild. Now you want to leave me alone. That's what I'm saying. That's why I put in the chat. I don't think the comments are mostly like personal judgments as to who Kanye is or Kyrie or Kanye characters. I think it's really just financial decisions. Like, the recession is real. People that was clocking their check can't just, I have millions of dollars that I need to make every year. I can't be affording to rock in this boat. You know, I can't, even if that's my boy. Like, but damn, I wish he hadn't said that. You know?
And like I said, I have disagreements with Kanye. I just don't think these motherfuckers deserve to have one.
Right, because I really think if you scroll down, everybody's like, every public figures, like, you just went through all their YouTube videos, if you want to talk about that, and you siphoned off everything, every inconsistency they ever had or whatever, like, you gonna find some unsavory contradictions right there.
Well, it's not even the YouTube people, right? I count them among the pundits. It's the
I'm talking about all of them.
It's the other rappers that I have a problem with, right? Like, so people like Nori, like, motherfucker, I've looked in your background. I know you don't do shit for black people. You don't do what you could.
Damn. Got it. Pop. Man,
so like knowing that about you. Oh yeah, I'm on Buddy ass. He wanted to do that teabag and shit. I'm on his ass. Yeah, ain't no way, man. Yeah, man. I got news for him, man. You can't hang with nobody this grounded.
Man, beam him up right bang.
And I ain't gonna need Scotty.
Man. But that's what I'm saying, man. Originally, when I saw it, I was hot. Not because of who Nori was or Kanye was, well, because like I find that fundamentally distasteful as from a strategic and procedural aspect. Like you don't go to somebody else's house, sit at their table and yank the food off the table. Like you don't disrupt what we got going in here when we done brought you here. Like that doesn't fundamentally sit well with me. So for a minute, like a week or two, I was hot at Kanye specifically about that. But everything else, I could care less, bro. Like,
hey, if anyone disagrees with me, the panel is open.
Bopping, yeah. You know what's crazy? I don't really catch. I think I'm like slightly lagging, or just viewing the.
No, you're not lagging. I have it set to on a delay. That way it takes up less bandwidth on your end.
Oh, smooth, because I'm like, boom. Okay.
Yeah, because if I gave you a real time feed, like your shit needs to be damn near as good as mine, if not better.
Yeah, to keep up. Yep. Man. But yeah, I think if it real talk, Kanye be straight. And I think, like I said, this exposing more about just exposing talking points. And here's the thing that I've come to humbly eat that piece of humble pie, is that just like these YouTube panels, people are going to like quietly return to regularly scheduled programming after you have the quote unquote conversation.
Yeah, but like, they wasted what could have been a positive, right? Had some of the individuals that God damn, what the fuck was that?
That was trifling. He caught you right there. He
shot me with everything. He shot me with the world, bro.
Whole kitchen sink at you.
Did he hit me with a spirit bomb? Does he not know who the fuck I am?
You got direct impact with whatever that landed. That is crazy.
Bro, that shit is crazy, bro. This motherfucker out of pocket like a pistol in a robbery.
Man.
I'm a whole motherfucking Super Saiyan, and this how he act with me.
Man, on his ass now, though. Oh, okay. Victor. I was saying, I see you cross the way, I'm on your head. The two of y'all, bye-bye. It's over with.
Yeah, hey, bro, I was going crazy. And well, I ain't gonna say I was going crazy, but I did my little shit on there. Man, yeah, it's disconcerting whenever people take what could have been a positive and fuck it all up, bro. Like, man, you know, this could have been us together. This could have been us together. Oh shit, hey, Dark.
Super Saiyan. Shout out to the chat. Yeah. Hey, go crazy.
You see, I started in the chat with you, then I left. I ain't leave nothing, man. You welcome to join the panel, my G. But I'm kind of doing a whole lot of things all at once, and I don't think it'll be a very interesting show if I just type back and forth with you, Young City. No disrespect, my man.
Get up here and talk, speak your mind. I ain't stand on what you said. Come on. Yeah, don't act like these folks doing Kanye and Kyrie. Silently watching, ninja watching, don't know what's popping.
Nah, man, Young City be all right. He say good shit from time to time. We just don't see eye to eye on this. Difference being though, whenever I don't see eye to eye, you know, I don't just call people all sorts of different shit and, you know, insinuate that motherfuckers aren't that bright and all of that. You know me, Young City, so you know that I'm not stupid.
You see, you said something earlier. You said, I kind of have this theory personally, even before you said that. I was like, I have this, you have seen the movie The Incredibles. I told you I'm a movie guy. So the movie The Incredibles, the main guy, Syndrome, he hits him, and with his realization that created his evil guy development, right? So it's the truest thing about him. He was like, if everybody's super, then nothing is, right?
Yeah, facts.
And for a long time, I held on to that, just trying to understand the meaning. And
you know where they got that from, right?
No, I don't actually. Yeah,
years before that, what we used to say in the military. Well, I say in the military because that's where I learned it at. But used to say when everything's important, nothing's important.
Yeah. I just take it to that extreme. When I synthesize that in my head, I just like, I made it an if then statement. If you consider all on one end of the spectrum, then it's the exact opposite in the actual outcome of that spectrum. So if you say everybody real, all y'all lying.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? If everybody's talking, then ain't nobody really saying nothing, right? And I think like with just this whole, because that's why it's tricky, and I get why certain athletes don't get too political, because when you're talking about hundreds of, we ain't even talking about, let's just not even taking the hundreds of millions of dollars. If you're talking about 4 or 5 M's plus, you got something essentially to lose. You could build off that and be straight. So you got to make sure you take care of that nest egg, if you will, right? So don't just give over that golden goose. So if they, again, I can understand it. That don't mean I condone it. I can just understand it though. Like I have empathy for certain things. Like, yes, I wouldn't want to be, I captain my own ship. I know, yeah, boy, off the side, boy, that's that sneak shit right there.
Now, I wasn't even there. It was 2 of them shooting.
Ugh. Oh, that's karma though. Ball don't lie. Sit on the floor.
Yeah, sometimes they be some hoes on here, like, y'all just gonna gang up on me and shit. I killed 2 of y'all by myself. I did that dolo. 3 shots and a grenade.
Walk him down. Bye-bye. Leave him. Bye.
I'm on his ass.
I had that one.
Yeah, man, you can't let them slide on here, man. Halo, you got to go crazy.
No, I gotta let them have it. Crazy enough, like, I'm more like Call of Duty, then I stopped playing, but I was really never Halo. And then I started watching my homies in college play it. And boy, they, like you said, go crazy on them. I'm like, man, like, hold up now. Talking about future warfare in the world. Yeah, come on, man.
Bro, I've never been good at Call of Duty. I've always been ass at Call of Duty.
I was good for a hot little minute, right when everybody was, back when D-Rose was still playing.
But fuck.
Ugh.
He came out of nowhere like African at nighttime. Ain't nothing you could do about that. Just gotta take your lick sometime.
I got itchy back, boy. You gotta lay him down. Man. But no, that's I think a lot about like black people when they get like, and I mean this respectfully, like a lot of people, how you feel like you was doing something for hold
on, Young City, what you mean there's no insight you gain from morons? Look, I'm gonna show you something, Young City. A lot of people don't feel this way, right? But I used to go talk to bums. Like I used to go talk to homeless people, right? Like real life bums. I really used to
some of the smartest people out here.
I used to go talk to them, not because they were super smart, right? But because you did something wrong. And there's a lesson in learning from what you did that was wrong. So if I know someone failed, I can learn from your failure and hopefully not repeat it.
Quicker than somebody's successes.
Exactly. There's a saying, right? If you want to pass Ranger School, you go ask somebody how they failed it.
People don't pay attention though. You think everybody's, that's what I'm saying. The presumption is that you're right, that your perspective would be verified and valid. If somebody were to say, okay, cool, this is actually what I align with or what I vote for.
You right about what you just said there, right? A motherfucker telling you 2 + 5 is not helpful. You're right, Young City. But if you know that 2 + 5 isn't 2 + 2 isn't 5, right? Then you can learn from that person and see, well, hold on, why do you believe that? Right? Or why do you think that? And then maybe you can learn how not to be a dumbass your damn self.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a difference between empirical or observable or concrete, verifiable fact that we can. But these are the same people who will sit up and say the metric system ain't real because I only know inches and feet. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can't, nobody in this generation can actually say who, what, when, where, and how concretely on a lot of things. Some things we most certainly can. But even then, that's still subject to verification and proof. But what do you specifically, definitively know? And none of us been to space. He ain't stopped on no spacesuit. So you taking somebody's word for it at the end of the day. No matter how much you
I ain't gonna say that. There's verifiable proof without going to space.
I'm just saying if because this is the generation of people, unless it actually happened to them, it doesn't exist or is subject to argument is what I'm really getting at. And I don't believe that about everything. So if you can't take a person, if you say that you can't learn anything from a homeless person, you're coming from the presumption that homeless people have nothing to offer somebody as smart as you. That's why I'm disagreeing with the presumption, not whatever the conversation and who you're ever talking to. The presumption is error.
I need to know what the fuck Young City on, bro. Dude keep talking, typing the N word into the chat, and I don't mean the NI word, I mean the NA word.
Come on, bro,
stop that. I was just
that.
gonna let Buddy live. I don't give a fuck that he not present. He still getting
Y'all be playing like the chat don't get the channel stroke too, bro.
Maybe that's his goal, I don't know. Cause they definitely be getting like real flagrant with this word.
But you could come up here and dispel what you're saying, but you just sitting in the chat talking, typing rather.
No one's gonna come up, bro. No one's gonna come up on the panel. Cause like I said, bro, everybody wants to be a gangster until it's time to do gangster shit.
So why complain? See, that's what I'm saying. These are the inconsistencies, the incoherences that make a human argument flawed. You want by your own fundamental urge to be in charge and captain of stuff, but you cower and you weak and you capitulate. You are by definition a contradiction. I can't stand this right here. Me too. That's what I'm saying. If you can understand what level of contradiction you sit on, yes, there are things that I'm hard and fast about, and there are things that I would bend those on. I don't naturally want to go out here and put nobody down, but you hurt one of mine, I'm gonna put you down. See? But these are inconsistencies that we as a human race or whatever understand to a degree. You don't mess with a person's family or their loved ones or vulnerable, right? So we're all.
Who you talking about, Knight? Knight just commented in the chat. Who you talking about, Knight?
You can come get their work.
Fuck.
Oh, that's dang yeah. They
That motherfucker stuck me.
Yeah, right there in the back. He slumped you.
Wait, Young City, bro, like, we've spoken tonight, like, we know for certain Knight is definitely not a moron. Knight's 100% not a moron. I don't personally believe that you are either. But we know for certain Knight isn't. Like, that's, yeah, we've seen that on several occasions, that Knight's fucking smart. Smart and learned. As in the antithesis of moron.
See, that's why I call it iRobot. Some of these people are the smartest dumb people you'll ever meet. Smart as hell, but just dumb.
I don't know. I think a lot of times what we do is, God damn, bro. Every time it's like 3 of these motherfuckers shooting me.
It's like, I don't know. Is that the delay? Cause they whacking.
Well, a lot of times what we do is, so I was gonna talk about this today, but I'll keep it brief because I plan on doing another stream about this. Right? Expectations ruin reality. That's like some real shit. Expectations ruin reality. So the expectation is that because someone is learned, that they are knowledgeable in a specific subject, that they are also inherently intelligent. And that's just not the case.
Thing from the truth.
In a lot of scenarios, that's just not the case.
Never the case. Yeah. Well, not never, but yet, like you said, a lot of the situations that ain't. Yeah. That's why I like, honestly, since I'm talking about since I'm a youngin', I've always like had conversations and been around
God.
Man, whacking. What is that?
Bro hit me with a whole fucking mallet out here. Like this was the Looney Tunes.
He went melee.
I was not drawn by Acme. What are you doing?
Awooga. Bam.
Yeah, man, this shit is out of fucking pocket.
God,
bro, these motherfuckers is roaming around like a gang of savage, marauding bitches. Bro, this shit is out of hand, bro.
You know what's crazy?
My team fragmented, getting whacked and shit. These motherfuckers, you see them all at once. That shit is crazy, G.
I think that's I don't know if y'all are fans of The Walking Dead, but I think the savageness of that show was spawned by games like Halo and Call of Duty, because they saw how well group savagery and bond and just goal and task at hand and time on task resonated with people, that they had to make that thing a show. See, movies work a weird way, especially when you talk about large scale productions like that, because they have to be right to a certain degree, which means their channel checks for research and development are often more fringe, but they're often more concrete because they get right down to the ether. So all I'm saying is, all them times of hearing how Call of Duty and Halo and folks are just whacking on there and just going savage mode on there, then you look at Walking Dead and it's like, okay, they did things specifically of a savage and gory regard that had never been done on network TV before. So like it's an interesting parallel, but like, man, I'm telling you, this movie TV stuff, I go deep with it, boy. Man, either they don't know, don't show, or don't care what's going on in it.
Well, Knight, if you want to jump into the chat, my G, jump into the Xbox, bro. Shoot me the invite. I pull up, and we go get our ass kicked together.
Man.
Yeah, man. I'm still plotting and planning and strategizing for my next YouTube move or whatever, but I got some big shit coming, G. I got some big shit coming, bro. Like, this shit gonna blow up. But what I was saying earlier, right? Expectation ruins reality. Like, that's some real shit, bro. Like, you look in the hood, right? Matter of fact, I won't even go to that one. I'll save that one for the show I plan on doing around the time.
Yeah, we gotta stop using hood.
But a lot of people expect that because someone is knowledgeable, that they're also intelligent, right? That's just the expectation, because normally there's somewhat of a correlation between those two things. But those two things are actually independent of each other, right? So someone can be learned in an area or multiple areas and still be not very bright. That's possible. In fact, it happens. Right?
Can we just for definition's sake, like, oh my, well,
he stuck me after I killed him.
You was done.
Bitch.
I thought you was finna go on down them steps. It was over. Oh,
bro. Nah, I knew I got stuck. I was mad as soon as this shit happened. Like, damn.
Man, they paying for keys, boy. It's bad out here. But I was finna say, when most people say because it's the eternal book sense versus common sense argument, and it's like usually people put weight and stock into one or the other instead of both, in my opinion. But it's like, all right, so if you say, like you just said, like most people associate being smart with being learned.
What the fuck am I paraphrasing from Time and Soul right now? What the fuck am I paraphrasing, right? Because I fuck with Time and Soul. Don't get me wrong. I fuck with a lot of shit that Time and Soul says, right?
What's going on?
So please don't misunderstand and think that that's not the case. But what the fuck am I saying right now that's a paraphrase of Time and Soul?
Unless he's, I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. When you got somebody that learned it, who's actually learned it, Time and Soul is actually learned it. He has too many points for you to just nail it down to one. The man been talking for over, what, 2 decades, 3 decades? Shit, he bound to say something, right? Yeah. But no, expectation does ruin reality. And it's like, I had a job working tech support for Apple. And one of the things that we were like, I mean, down to the letterhead, we was like graded on was like how well we properly set the appropriate expectations for things. It was actually in your detriment to say that you could solve a problem that you actually, per Apple results, couldn't solve a problem for. So if you set that negative expectation and you got a negative rating, that affected your dollar per hour. So it was like, it was savage, boy. But I was in there clocking it though. But I in that job specifically, I was already decent at it. But that's why I don't think a lot of people in their plan strategy of just their daily lives set proper expectations, and that leads to either going aggressively hard or staying all the way slow. God, man, they knocking your arms off, man. What's going on,
bro? They doing me bad right now, G. I
dirty,
know I was supposed
man,
to
like
kill a lot more people than what I just did.
I'm
gonna tell you, that was real life. I would have been mad as hell going into the gates of hell off of that. Fuck, they got me. God damn, I was supposed to get some more of them. Send me back, man. Let me get a respawn, please, man.
Right. Like,
I know I could kill more people than that.
I ain't going out like that. You gotta give me another try. I'm gonna bring somebody with me. You can't just let me go like mine. But honestly, real talk, and this probably a little bit too much of a sci-fi nerd question, but man, you ever think warfare would, in actuality, between countries be played out in this form rather than at the expense of human lives and land? You think like instead of meeting up on somebody else's country turf, we meet in the turf of a countrywide server. And if your country invade my country server, you gotta spawn your troops on spawn my troops. And it's just, you ever seen just like a
that shit'll never work.
Man.
Because there is no loss. And if there is no loss, there is no pain, there is no incentive to do anything for the most part. There needs to be loss, there needs to be pain. That's the only reason that warfare works. If motherfuckers just had an infinite respawn, people would never cooperate. You look at the Muslim countries, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they going up with it. They going up with it.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. Even though they're even though
exactly
death
right
is conclusive, they give no fucks.
They did exactly what you're doing right there. We both going. That's what it's going. We both going.
That shit was so funny, bro. I wish I could pull up that skit. Dude said the Muslims act like they don't understand, but they understand perfectly. It's like hey, after 9/11, hey, we're coming to your country. Okay. Wait, no, I don't think he understands. We're coming to your country to invade and kill you. Okay. No, we're coming to kill you. Huh? You kill me? No, I killed me. Like, bro, like, what the fuck you gonna do with that?
I'll take that back. I'm telling you, it's one of those smaller jokes. How the fuck you gonna scare somebody that want to die? You understand me? Hey, like I'm finna blow us up. Thank you very much. What?
Bro,
you don't mess with nobody who really. You can't even call that crashing out. That's like a honorable old warrior's death. Like, okay, this is the day we've been waiting on. That they told us, the elders told us long would come. The day you'd be tested. All right, let's go there. Man, but no, I get what you're saying about the warfare and the pain part. Like, no, that would make sense. So that's technically why I don't think a lot of this digital world takeover is gonna really do what they think is gonna do. It may be a nice attempt, but like you said, people gotta feel it. It's like, and that's what I'm saying with people thinking that people are educated or that they know a lot just because you give them a platform or a mic or you expect them to know. No, that could be stupid too. Don't get finessed by the appearances. What you talking about?
And like those that know me, they know, hey, look, I can get, into the word salads on shit and, make some shit sound really verbose and eloquent and all of that. I can do that, but I can also give you some shit in a really simple form and make you understand me the same. Right? So that line from that poem that I quote a lot whenever it said, if you can dream and not make dreams your master. The reason why he's talking about making dreams your master is because expectation ruins reality.
You talking about If?
Yeah, If by Rudyard Kipling.
Yeah, that's my guy. That and Invictus. Them my two poems right there. In charge of the light brigade.
That I be quoting the most, man. I done been over the motherfuckers 3 times on here, man. Can recite both of them by memory.
By memory. That's a cold motherfucker right there. I love that part where it's like, he walked there as a king amongst common folk.
If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtual walk with kings, nor lose the common touch.
Yeah.
If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much. If you can feel the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the world and everything in it, which is more. You'll be a man, my son. Whenever he said, man, if you can dream and not make dreams your master, and if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, that's an example of expectation ruining reality. Because what'll happen is a motherfucker will be like, all right, I expected flying cars in 2022, so I guess 2022 is mid because we don't have those flying cars, right? And then not appreciate the grandeur that is 2022. You know what I'm saying? You completely ignore that you have this device in your fucking pocket that can tell you everything anytime you want to know it.
Man.
Like, you can completely ignore the fact that you have all of those fucking encyclopedias we had on our shelves in the 90s in your fucking pocket and some. Because everybody had that encyclopedia collection.
There was a quote that said, that really wasn't a quote, it was out of a TV show, but it was The Blacklist, and the dude was saying, it's often common that they say youth is wasted on the young, but he was like, I think wisdom is wasted on the old. And the reason why I say that is because I think it's not uncommon for youthful people not to know what they don't know, right? If you look at the balanced portion of the equation, they're supposed to do that. So even kids not knowing that an encyclopedia exists just mere touches away is technically what's supposed to happen, right? It's technically incumbent upon the elders to inform of like how hardships were passed down to provide easy times to create that art that exists today, right? I think if you had stuff right, that's what's supposed to happen, right? So the elders go tell the youth, hey, you know, this is why you got to do these hard tasks, because these hard tasks helped us, you know, overcome to get us where we are. And then the youth supposed to be like, you know what? I ain't caring to hear all this wisdom right here that's in front of me that's invaluable. I'm gonna go play with stuff, right? And then they mature and get to a point where they come back to those elders, God willing, they still living, and say, you was right. I should have paid attention to what you were saying. You was right all along. Now I'm about to be an elder too, and we're gonna continue the cycle. Like, I think that's how it's supposed to. The ball is supposed to roll.
People, right? A lot of people insert emotions where thought should go, and vice versa, right? Insert thought where emotion should go. I think there's a number of ways to reach a conclusion. There's a number of ways to reach a different conclusion, and in their own way, they can all be right. Whenever we say two wings of the same bird in reference to Democrats and Republicans, right? I get that that term wasn't originally coined to apply to that, but that's the way that it's used now, right? So we can get into etymology. Etymology is stagnant. Definition is constantly evolving. That's the way that language works. All right, with that being said, two wings on the same bird, right? The thing that Democrats and Republicans, or left and right, or liberal and conservative, the things that they disagree on are means. They don't disagree on the end state. They disagree on means of accomplishing
methodology.
This end state. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, methodology differences. Yeah.
Yeah, and whenever I say accomplishing the end state, if you believe that the end state is, you know, a perfect picture of America, I'd say, you know, that's subjective, right? Whose perfect picture? I'd say that it's more accurate to say that the end state is control, right? So the end state is control and subjugation. People can confuse it, and they say, "Oh, United States is the first free country ever," right? Because we practice democracy, blase, blase, blah.
Ain't like 200 free countries.
They mistake that to be freedom. What the fuck? One shot?
Mine.
Yeah, and they mistake that to be freedom, right? When in actuality, what this was meant to be a land of lords without kings. So they wanted lords,
exactly,
without having kings, right? As in, there is something that's controlling everything. So you fall under the subjugation of your lord, the lord of your realm. And what people don't know is, you know, lords in times of antiquity.
That's why your governor acts like that,
right? Because it's just a meaningless title now. But in times of antiquity, lords used to actually have things that they would have to have things, businesses and things of that nature that they would run on their land, right? So you have this territory, and maybe your thing is you breed horses and sell horses, and maybe your thing is, you know, you have a farm that raises grain or whatever the fuck, right? Whatever it is. Everyone had their own thing that they had in order to have wealth.
Right.
Right? So with that understanding,
look, walk him down.
Killed his ass.
Man.
He had a sword. I couldn't do shit. So with that understanding, right? You look at it nowadays, the way that this lordship works is, right, insurance. Think insurance, right? So people have insurance. Not most jobs, but decent jobs will give you insurance.
Yeah.
Dumbass, he blew himself up.
So you don't think that, like, maybe I'm looking too one-to-one translation, because I think the lords of today would technically be the
lords will be the
governors of
the
state.
Lords today are the owners of companies, right? So you work for a company, they provide you with health insurance, medical insurance, life insurance, all of that shit.
See, okay. See, I guess that's you know what? I guess refine. Do you know what shoguns are then more intently? Because I guess where I'm relaying it then, to me, shoguns have more resources in a directed sense, and it could be war, it could be land or whatever. But I'm just saying, like, business owners to me seem like huge hoarders of resources, and lords, governors, like the governor mansion, like you need an actual family to get in there. You need an actual prestige. Oh my bad, there's a plane going on. They getting their money though.
The lords are the owners of these big ass companies and conglomerates and things of that nature. Those are the lords. Bro, what the fuck is this dude shooting me with?
See, I guess that's why I thought. I think that's what I'm saying. That's why I think
if
it
you look
differs.
At the governors, right?
Like, who would be their translation then?
The governors can kind of be translated towards the same thing, because they have to own some shit and have some money in order to get into that position.
And they have designated sovereignty over a whole collective of people. It's a family that does, not a person. The governor's mansion includes the wife, the kids. Like, that's why that aesthetic still looks good and is required for even getting elected. Like, you have to be a middle-aged man with a family.
These CEOs and major company owners have more power than a governor.
Like shoguns did, though. Do you think that a shogun is more powerful than a lord?
Do I think that what is more powerful than a lord?
Like a shogun, like a warlord, a shogun, like somebody with
a shogun.
Like,
all right, so that's something different, right? That's like Japanese culture. Whenever we say lord, we're not talking Japanese, we're talking European.
Yeah, I'm cross-pollinating cultural history, but I'm just saying, like, a one-to-one translation. Like, most of these businesses, because they have so much leverage
lords
with.
Could be called the duty, right? Lords could be called the duty and called the fight and all of that shit.
Oh, okay. That I didn't know. I thought shoguns were the only ones that like got down on folks like that.
Nah, lords could be called the fight. Shoguns, that was their principal duty. They were more equatable to generals in the military than anything else, than any other sort of lord or any of that shit.
I guess that's why I called I said the to me business owners, and like I'm talking about like Bill Gates and all this, like heavy business owners and such, like, because they can galvanize not just so many government contracts and resources, but their own liquid company accounts and resources, and then they are so entrenched with the public. That's why I gave them that power of like that's why I crossed it with shogun, because like you ain't even just a regular like head of country or head of a government. Like, you could out like the right business owner. Again, you see with Elon going to Texas. Dropping the gigafactory in Texas. Do you not think that he's finna have like more than comfortable enough sway over the Texas inner workings in a actual governmental structure? Like, no, because you're a business owner. You're bigger than the government.
So
you're a business owner.
The major business owners,
you're bigger than the government,
or the new lords, and they don't have a king. The king is the country itself, but it's under the control of the lords. Ugh, so we really traded one thing for the exact same shit. We just call it something different, but it's the same shit. Now lords can be made through self-determination rather than through royal lineage or bequeathment. But bequeathment still plays a large part in it. Lineage still plays a large part in it. It's just not the end all be all anymore.
And if you look at it our day, the assets that we like exchange, not just between people, but just say the assets that we exchange in the family is far greater than what these folks had. There's still basic things, livestock, grain, art, capital, coin, there's similar things, but now, man, we got assets on assets. We all the way different now. Like the same general guidelines I think exist, and I think that's where functional evolution comes into it, and societal or social evolution comes into it. Like we're supposed to keep some of those same. Like I said, we traded one thing in for another. We're supposed to do stuff like that. I think that's like that's my fundamental argument. I don't think everything about how we're actually designed in this world is actually wrong, or for not the correct purpose of which it's serving.
What's good, right? O'Shea?
What's good, O'Shea? You up here? You up here?
Nah, he just pulled up in the chat.
Bro, what's good, man? Man, there was a fisherman in Alaska that spoke about like the fact that if they weren't hunting, if they weren't collecting fish, bang. Oh, he said we gotta stand over him. You gotta go get that.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to
up top. Where you at?
These motherfuckers going crazy right now, G.
Man, you need to hawk down him. That's just, man, you playing. That's 2 for 2. You need to go hawk down that one.
Bro, I can't. Motherfucker keep coming out of nowhere.
Bop. Man. That's why I think, man, our assets are different. We're a different crop of people. Like that's what I'm saying. I don't think how the world is actually designed is actually wrong in some instances. I think it's real easy to point out that it's harmful to do certain stuff when you don't have to actually look at the whole picture of something. Like I said, the Alaska fisherman says that we have to catch these fish because if we don't catch them, there'll be overpopulation in their actual ecosystem and they'll kill each other off because of lack of resources. But you just tell somebody that's fixated on the fact that you killing fish or you hunting fish or whatever, you're never going to look at the whole picture. And in my opinion, we have too many of those people. You'll focus hyperly on the small bit about it that makes you uncomfortable instead of looking at the whole macro picture of where you're complicit in the same thing and where you benefit from it.
Well, that's the danger of good times, I guess, right? Like shit being well. You tend to worry about. You tend to hyper focus on shit that's really irrelevant because things are going good.
Well, I wouldn't even say irrelevant though, because think about it. Like, I'm not saying that, that we shouldn't be trying to eradicate certain ills and ills across the world because they do hit sensitive points. But I'm just saying that's not the full picture. And to act as if it is just naive. Like everybody's complicit in this thing. If you cashed in a check at least once, you're complicit in everything that you say that these people are guilty of too. So how can you not give grace? You see what I'm saying? And we born into this thing. Federal government say every human upon birth is worth $1.2 to $2 million, which is technically why I keep telling my folk, like that's to me why they give people life so easily or did at one point in time for things that where they deemed it killing people. It was a revenue issue, not a societal issue. You're taking millions of dollars off the books for the U.S. government by killing people. You got to go sit down for that. Yeah, it was for the small things, but it was deadly and you took money off the books, right? If you can't say we live in a money country, don't think that they care about the books more than anything. Right, that's what I'm saying. We hyper focus on the things that just make us uncomfortable instead of paying attention to the macro, which should make us uncomfortable. If you drown in this little bit of water in the ocean, or if you drown all of the ocean, it doesn't make sense. Either way, you drown in the ocean.
Oh shit! So swim, hey, you know what, Dark? You right. I gotta get that fucking sound effect. I worked on doing the from the grave shit, like y'all said, the icon and the effect. I gotta set it up and make that shit work.
Oh.
But I definitely need that goddamn cannon sound effect. Cannon. That shit go hard.
Man. You know what I'm about to start watching? Baki.
Baki?
Yeah, it's an anime on Crunchyroll. I mean,
yeah, I heard about it.
Netflix I saw that one? Yeah, apparently he's supposed to be like there's an Ali style drawn character in like I guess season or 2 or whatever of it. So yeah, I'm really trying to see what they did with Ali, the anime version. Like
I can't fuck with it, bro. Like the only new shit I could really watch is like if a motherfucker's building like a kingdom or something. I could watch that little shit, but other shit I can't really fuck with it.
See, I just now got into anime. I think it's like a slow burn with me, like same way I was with soccer. I didn't, know anything about it. Then I started watching it and I'm like, oh, I'm in this thing now. So like, no, I'm really, this is what I'm saying. Oh God, Get him.
And I got him.
Bop. Bop. Went up
And
on
he dead as a bitch. He was trying to grenade his way out of there. He thought I was gonna sit on one.
Not on that one. Bop. Ray tap. Haha. Yes, sir, ski. Bye. Boom. Oh, ass.
Man, motherfuckers don't be knowing how to use grenades.
You know, I think it was actually one of the panels that y'all was on. Y'all was just talking about how violence in video games let's see, walking down. See, violence in video games don't actually translate to the real world. But if you actually pay attention to the actual video game, you can see why. Because if you get that startled with that high degree of lethality, and you throw a grenade in the video game, you just get startled real quick and you blow you and the opponent up. Well, like you said, y'all get to respond. No harm, no foul. Y'all don't know no pain about it. But in real active time, you would force yourself to be hyper aware and all that, whatever. So no, I gotta get that.
Like in real life or whatever, you gotta think a shot, bro, and you down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't play around with every move. It's calculated with greater degree of tolerance and risk. You don't just play about that. Like, you've ever been in a fight, you smell a fight. I don't know how else to explain it to people. If you've seen just out of nowhere, and then somewhere there's a fight, you smelt that in the air. You should have, or at least I do. You're like, oh, so don't sit right. Yeah, that's, I guess, smell it, feel it. I guess I'm just saying, hit your body though. Your senses start ringing, your spidey senses, right? Uh-oh, time to make a move. Man. That's really, man.
All right, these cats play this shit like soldiers. I could play with these cats. They got this shit down. Oh, there's Knight in here. All right, that's why. All right, Knight, man, you playing this shit like an actual fucking soldier, my G.
Boom, walk them down, both of them.
Yo,
yes, sir.
I ain't even realize it was Knight in here. All right, yeah, we about to kick ass.
How to gang in the thing, boom.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm still waiting on somebody, if anybody else wants to show up in the live chat.
Yeah, man, tell us how you feel about reality and expectations,
not live
man.
chat, the panel.
Yeah. And like the video too, stop playing. But tell us about these reality and expectations, and man, who should and should be commenting on what people do in the world, man. Head tap.
Oh yeah, man, I'm solid with this shit, especially when I got a good teammate, man. That be like the main shit that'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
It's having a trash ass teammate. Cause last time, bro, we had a guy on the team. This motherfucker got killed 19 times and only had 4 kills.
Man, that sound like one of my stat lines back in the day. I ain't gonna hold you.
Like, bro, you can't do shit if the guy that's on your team is getting whacked so motherfucking fast that nothing.
You paying 5 on 4.
That he can't be a part of the fight, right? Because that means that one person is always running free. If every time he run into somebody, he just automatically dead, somebody's always running free.
So you playing like the Lakers playing now. You playing 5 on 4. You just running out there with nothing, ragged.
Oh, they got
was that Night
back.
good one night?
These cats know how to play. Yeah, these cats know how to play.
Busting, head tap, let him go.
Yeah, this whole fucking team is solid.
Bless him.
Fuck,
boom, put 2 fingers on his head, bless him, pop out, bless him.
Yes, sir. I'm telling you, man, Night good at this shit, man.
Yeah, boy, y'all clearing the house.
Bro, that's why they can't do shit.
Yeah, where they at though? Somebody had.
Everybody here on this team know how to play, right? Like, you take one in, I take the other one, and then we meet in the middle.
There we go, bro. 2 on 2, 2 piece. Biscuit.
Fuck, who killed me?
Off the side.
Bro, that's how I know we doing good, bro, because I done killed so many motherfuckers. It was a surprise that I actually got killed.
That's what I'm saying. They on the other side was saying, how did they get so good so fast?
They're whooping the shit out them, man. Bro, hopefully in like the next 2 days, this motherfucker delayed my shit. Hopefully in like the next 2 days, I can start up doing what I was talking about doing.
Hey, slow money, show money, for sure.
Oh no, this gonna be some fast shit. Like, bro, like how y'all see 10 people right now. It's gonna be hard not to have 100 people on this motherfucker when I put in action what I'm about to start doing.
You know, I'm really working on a way to. Man, it's hard to like conceptualize, but like them 100 people or them 200 people, I want those to never have to be an issue. Like to me, they're autonomic processes that a person can do to get, like, you can create a YouTube server farm of people. Like, so like,
what you talking about?
Well, like, essentially, you know, take the phrase, I do the work of 10 men, right? Take that phrase, you do the work of 10 men. So think about one person doing the actual work of 10 men, right? Right? Now take 10 of you, right? So if you can do the work of 10 men and you do the work of 10 men and you have the processes for that, now just multiply your persona digitally, right? So if you can run 10 accounts from one email, essentially just make 10 emails. But I just simplified way of doing.
That's not the goal, right? Because it only matters if you have the reach, and if you have the reach through whatever it is you're doing to get these people, and if they're actually active participants, right? So it only counts if they're chatting and shit. If they there but they not doing shit, it don't matter.
Yeah, that's the one rub that I'm saying. That's a part of that work of 10 men part of it. Like that's the part of it. My head, boom. Walk him down. That's trifling.
The second person, but my buddy got him because I killed the first one. My buddy was able to catch
somebody came and cleared him though.
That's why I say these motherfuckers I'm playing with right now know what the fuck they doing. Everyone has a positive KD. Oh shit, we won already?
Yeah, they won that. It's conventionally. Yeah, that's win.
Damn, man, that was quick. Shit, Knight, man. God damn, Knight went crazy, man. I think Knight.
Them boys suited up like the Power Rangers, boy.
God damn.
Power Rangers unite. Shit. Yeah. Yeah. It was Power Rangers move right there. That's all that was. It's morphin' time.
Hey, to everybody that's here, if you got a show or a YouTube channel, anything like that you're running, directly after this, I'm gonna be in Discord and I'll help anybody that wants to learn how to do wants to figure out how to set up their OBS or any of that shit there. I will like willingly help you set that shit up after this. I want to wait and repeat that message after a few more people come back or whatever. But yeah, I would definitely help you set that shit up. Yeah, man. It's about everybody succeeding, not just one. I want everyone to be successful, not just one.
Facts. Man. Yeah, that's why when Dr. Claude Anderson spoke about powernomics, that was the most inspiring. See, we don't have the insight because we weren't there. I ain't know nothing about. It was whole towns with their own independent like bus routes, cab companies, and all that. Like I'm like, what? Y'all out here bugging? You mean we was actually clocking like that? Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying. If you read it from our generation, it seems like integration was always this long-awaited thing. He spoke about it. He's like, hell no, we don't want that. And then from a capitalistic sense, it makes sense. Why would we want to integrate when we clocking already doing what we do? It makes no sense.
Yeah, well, that's why I look at this shit the way I look at it. I'd rather share the information if I can.
Well, first you got to be worth the damn, which you are worth the damn. You see what I'm saying? Like most people get stuff, and if that's what I was talking about, the intention. If your intentions were for good, then in all things that you do, even if you have to do things to keep stuff like yourself a first priority, if your overall intentions though are to help, there's no way you can think that you are selfishness or it's not selfishness, that you are like selfish, self-centered, not worthy of, grace or whatever. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's very easy to be a civilized human being. Very easy.
Yeah.
Like half the people that we want to say don't know no better, actually do know better. They choose to do what they do. So ain't no fault in you choosing to do what you do and reaping the rewards from it. If
I
you
ain't gonna
help
say
other
that.
people,
A lot of people genuinely don't know any better. And
you think so?
that's understood whenever you understand, right? That, like I was saying the other day, different strokes for different folks. And how I keep saying it's easy to logic your way into just about anything. Now, to soundly logic your way into something, that's still gonna be easy, right? What needs to happen though is there needs to be it ain't work, Dark. I guess you gotta try it again. It ain't come up. To soundly logic your way into some shit, I guess that it needs to be it depends on the amount of knowledge that a person has, right? So, you know, if I'm trying to accomplish this goal and the knowledge I have tells me that I should be doing X, right? And you say, well, why didn't you do Y? Well, motherfucker, I didn't know that A, B, and C existed, so I didn't know that I needed to go to Y. You see what I'm saying?
I do, but then immediately I think of Forrest Gump, and the boy was dumber than a box of rocks, and he still had some decent sense about it and decent civility about him. Like, that's more what I mean. Like, it's IQ and aptitude and ability to apply executed skills is one thing, but I'm just talking about a general disposition. If you couldn't speak and people could just take your just your base communication, your sights and sounds from you, but they can actually audibly hear you, I think then would be the greatest measurement for if your demeanor is positive and your intentions were good, is automatically evident, and vice versa if your intentions were for bad, right? Forrest Gump, yeah, not the most educated, not the most astute, but the point of that jog from this side of the country to the other side of the country in the movie was to represent that goodness is universal and it travels, right? So think about it. Even to this day, Forrest Gump is the feel-good movie. But why are we feeling good? Because the one we would deem to look down upon is actually deserves more moral praise than anybody, right? Forrest didn't hurt nobody. He just went here, did this right here, loved Jenna, and was done with it, right? That's why it's a feel-good thing. But it's a cult classic because it does express that goodness is universal, it travels, and it doesn't necessarily have to be spoken and audible. It is a feeling. There is a thing. That's why I was talking about the intentions versus instinct. Your intentions do matter because it matters, right? You need people to believe. It's just like a jury. The jury is your defense. That's everybody. You need 12 people to feel like you're worth protecting, not that you don't need them or they don't need you, right? And that's how to get and sway people. When 12 people have decided that they don't need you in their lives and they represent the greater scope of all of us, then yeah, that's why they throw away people like they do. But you get 12 people to, you know, be connected to, and that helps decide your fate in a degree. Like, you are a necessity to people. You're required to society. And we give you that grace even in our judicial system. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I do get what you're saying as far as like your aptitude and what you're willing to understand and able to tolerate and risk and do in this world. Yes, it's hampered by what knowledge you take in and what you're able to execute on. But I think at your basis,
what Mick J. Cave just said is exactly what I was getting at. Depending on what environment someone was raised in, it can be easier for them to justify something for themselves, right? And that's exactly what I mean. If you're looking at life from a survival aspect, that's a different lens than someone that's looking at it like, oh, I'm good, right? That's like completely different.
well, let's think about those survival aspects though. Let's look at the psyche of those people. Those people really aren't about talking. Those people are strictly on action. Which, if you think about it, in the rehabilitation of those people, because we all agree that no human being should actually be born in those situations, therefore they should be rehabilitated, and when they are, you understand that there is a need for human beings to communicate. There is a need for human beings to properly problem solve and deduce and understand things. You were just in an environment that never fostered those skills. So yeah, if you are a polar bear and the ice caps are melting around you when you were a baby, yeah, you're gonna scavenge a little bit harder as you mature. But let's all act like that situation is not the norm and not how it should be. Even forget morality, just common sense. It should be cold where it's cold. It should be hot where it's hot. It should be trees where it's trees.
I don't think it's that easy, right? It's like about action. A lot of times being in that survival mind state will foster inaction. It'll make you not do a lot of shit that somebody else might have done that might have been a net positive for them. It'll make you maybe do some shit because you're in survival mode. You'll do some shit that's a net negative for yourself because you felt like you had to, even though you didn't.
Let's unpack that. Let's unpack it. Let's keep going forward. What's the other end of that result? You end up waiting anyway. You're either waiting for the tide to turn again and to get another chance at it after you've learned your lesson, or you've not learned your lesson, or you're just inevitably waiting for the day that you do get to act how you truly want to act if that shit ever come.
Well,
so that's what I'm saying.
It's a lot of different aspects, right? Most people that come up on that survival shit, all they really want is they really want to just be good. People that really come up like that, where they just trying to survive, they really want to just be good. Problem is,
they want the basics.
Don't know how to do that. So first time they get to be, have an enjoyable experience or whatever, they go crazy with it, or vice versa, right? They so scared to have an enjoyable experience because they think, well, what if I lose this? What if I lose that? And motherfucker.
It's unfamiliar. Yeah. I think. See, now that I'm more aligned with. It could
go either way though, right? Like it's nothing like saying it has to go one way and one way only.
Nothing's definite. Yeah.
But somebody that comes up off that survival mentality, they're gonna deal in extremes. They're going to respond to extremes.
That's the only way they've been programmed to.
Exactly. They'll deal with extremes and they'll respond to them in kind.
I guess that's where I'm like,
for a while,
every human being is reprogrammable.
Was dying about some shit, you couldn't convince me that it was serious. If no one's death was directly related to it, it wasn't that fucking serious in my eyes.
You said it wasn't?
Yeah, it wasn't.
Now that's what I'm saying. That's the operative word, wasn't. To me, when you say wasn't, that means that at your current space, you see that differently. Even if you don't feel different, you see it differently, right?
I see some things differently. Like some things.
The reason why I'm saying
all right, that's throwing a shot down the road, right? So I'm waiting on that bitch to drop. You get what I'm saying? And it's gonna be important if I actually pay attention to whether this shit drops or not.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like some things I understand that with other things I feel differently about.
And that's really what my ultimate, like, it ties, it's not just a faith-based argument, but it ties into like my empirical evidence as far as life. Like, because change is necessary and evolution happens, every human being is thus reprogrammable to a degree, right? There are certain things that, even though we can't change everything, there's certain parts of our supercomputer, if you want to call it, that we can't change.
The most common answer is money.
What thing makes people change?
No, B-Phil said, ask most people, what do you want in life? Most common answer would be money, and that's not projection.
Yeah, that's like, I don't think the define people in that sample size though, because if you ask some people, you got old fools out here that'll be like, I just want to
disagree with B-Phil.
Yeah,
you disagree.
There's a lot of disagreements just going on around there, but ain't nobody hopped up on the screen.
Nah, man. Most people will say money, bro. Most people will say money. The reason most people will say money is most people are poor. People want what they can.
Yeah, bro.
Right? So money's always going to be in it. I generalize because people will say shit like this, right? I say, I just want to be able to, be happy and take care of my kids and all of that. Right? What does that require in order for them to do that? Or they'll say some shit like,
money.
I just want to be able to pass on whatever to the next generation. All right, that requires money. Right? Or they'll say some shit like, I just want to be well off and not have to worry too much. What does that take? That takes money. Right? So the answer is always money, bro.
Listen to this out too, man.
All this different shit, but underneath it is money. That's what the fuck they want, is money. Which is why I didn't say to be rich. I said
listen
money.
To that. If you ask somebody what they want for Christmas, right? Let's just say money is a function of desire and fulfilling that desire, right? That's what transactions are. That's what business principle, right? The supply meets the demand, right? So there's satisfaction on that. So even if you ask somebody, what do you want? I just want, even that phrase right there means you're capitulating to what actually money is and what it means from you. You're saying, all right, okay,
Hold
cool.
on.
I didn't have this,
B-Field.
but I want this.
B-Field, when you say you're not talking about underneath, right? On the surface level, bro, people are bullshit. So why ever
Facts.
deal with the surface level shit? Most people are bullshit on the surface level. Right? Everybody I meet, I feel like they waiting on the setup. I'm waiting on the boom to drop with everybody I interact with. Everybody I deal with, I'm waiting on the boom to drop. All right, how this motherfucker gonna get me? He lying at me on something. How he gonna make this shit, go his way or whatever? Or what the fuck they got cooked up? And I'm always watching it. Even when I try not to, and I try to be like, all right, I'm gonna trust this person, I still can't trust that person, bro. You get what I'm saying? Because most people are bullshitting, and the world has shown me that, bro. So you never deal with what the fuck somebody's saying. I go a level deeper than that and try to think what did they mean by that.
Somebody else up here?
No. I was talking to the chat. But hey, man, I think
Nah,
I'm
I
about
see
to wrap
somebody
the
else.
show up for the day, man. So I could go ahead and get started with this OBS shit with everybody, man.
Bet. Can we do that from my phone?
I mean, I could show you stuff from your phone, but you won't actually be able to like follow along and set it up if you're doing it from your phone.
Oh, okay, I get you. I was just saying, like, give me okay, I hear you.
Yeah, you could do it either way, though. It doesn't make me any difference how you want to do it.
Yeah, I probably do it on the computer.
All
yeah,
right,
what you go ahead and knock it down then.
I'm about to go ahead and close out the panel.
Be easy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Man, this been some good ass games, man. We got our ass kicked just now. We got our fucking ass whooped just now, bro. That shit was crazy, bro. They should not be allowed to do that. Hey, B-Field, man, if you need any help with your channel, bro, like I'm about to do an OBS tutorial. I'm about to go through any questions anyone has. I'm gonna answer them shits. Literally anything. Literally anything. Any questions anyone has, I'm about to answer them shits. I'm about to answer the fuck out of them. Oh, man. This has been a good fucking stream, though, man. This has been a good fucking stream, y'all. So, yeah, that applies for everyone and anyone, man. That applies for everyone and anyone, man. Everyone and anyone, man. So y'all already know, man. We about to get on up out of here, man. Yeah, man. We about to get on up out of here. But hold on, though, before I even do that. There we go. All right, it's the other one that's tripping. The other one tripping. All right, man. Now we can get up out of here the right way, man. I got to go fix that other one. Before I go any further. Man, it's been a wonderful talk. A wonderful talk today. I think we made some good points today. The emphasis for me is just, if you haven't done shit, don't talk about somebody that's done something. Right? Like, for all of his faults, Kanye has done something. He's made the attempt. And you could have tried to do something to contribute to that, but instead just sit on your ass, and then when the time presents itself, you finally get on the ass of somebody that has made the fucking attempt. Even if I might not agree with how he did it, even if I might not agree with the execution, he at least made the fucking attempt, bro. Don't contribute to your own delinquency. Don't contribute to your own downfall, bro. Contribute to your shit being uplifted, bro. Now, somebody showed me where talking shit and talking down on Kanye contribute to the uplifting of the black community. I'll wait. Someone showed me where putting him down contributed to the health of the black community. Our shit despicable, man. Hey, look, check this out, man. Y'all know the drill, man. Make sure you support black business, man. I promise it's gonna support you back. In case you was wondering, I'm Black Business. It's a pleasure to meet you. As usual, telephone, telegram, tell a friend. Every time we go live, share the video. Whatever social media you have, share the video. That's how we get real people in here, not bots. That's how we get more people in here. All right, more people that can benefit from what's being said and what's being discussed here. That's the principal goal. I don't want to blow off bullshit, but I will if you give me no other option. That being said, man, I thank all of you guys for being here, man. All of you guys for being here, man. Let Chris take us out of here, man, and hopefully I get to be our parachute at some point.